President of the IPU, good afternoon, colleagues. I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria, but first I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Sen Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women. Because this is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture. It depicts the crisis of women political representation. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices, and in the Senate, it's just 2.8. We have 109 men, and only 4 of us are women. So right now, it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them. Yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I told them that I will stand the 6-month suspension, and the very first day I return, I will represent my petition on sexual harassment. And I will continue doing so until there is a fair and transparent investigation. I will fight, thank you. I will fight this injustice and continue to represent my constituents, whether the Senate wants to hear me or not. I will work with women's group, civil society, and legal teams to ensure that this unconstitutional suspension is squashed. This is bigger than me. This is about ensuring that no other woman in politics or public office will ever be silenced again. Thank you so much.
My country people, now they say this matter now is taking another turn. Yes, as we see the way this thing they be, so this fight is far from over. This war just they start the way we they see them. So now let's talk about those people speaking against Natasha. People are blaming her for doing this. They say na disgrace and embarrassment to the country. Which disgrace and embarrassment now once again? Now he passed the one when we say the Senate already done display. We saw the way everything play out in the Senate, in the upper chamber, before she was suspended. Even when the voices of the nays were higher than the voices of the eyes, Akpabio still went ahead and do whatever thing he wants to do. So now people wey they blame him. Make we not forget, say, Nigerians, in fact, I don't know why Nigerians, will they forget so soon that initially when this case started, that was, I think, 28th of February, Natasha was busy shouting, "Order 10, sir, order 10, sir." She still dey shout am when Senator Akpabio said, "Prepare her for suspension," which means this suspension wey dem suspend her so, wey be say the senators, some of the senators dey come out, dey talk am because say she violate their rules by signing that petition by herself and some other things dem wey dey talk. That one is not even the case. Akpabio has already made up his mind that he's going to suspend her. That is the reason why he said prepared her for suspension even before she submitted the petition. So it really sounds somehow when I see some kind comments. This is a woman will submit her petition to the Senate, to the House, hoping that they will carry out investigation. Even if say she dey lie. Forget say people they come out, they talk say they lie, they do this one. But first of all, if you know say she dey lie, carry out the investigation first to prove her wrong. Nobody is saying that she is innocent. I personally am not saying that she's innocent because I am not there. It's just between she, Akpabio, and God. All we are saying is that Akpabio should submit himself for a proper investigation. So until Akpabio submits himself for proper investigation and the right thing being done, everybody, every Nigerian go still they call Akpabio out. They call out Nigerian Senate for what they did. After all, there is this saying that said, "A clear conscience fears no accusation." Please drop your comments on this with us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thanks.